Russia has launched its biggest drone attack on Ukraine yet, hitting Kyiv and killing civilians. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is reportedly considering strikes against Venezuelan drug cartels. And once again, Ukrainian forces have targeted oil refineries inside Russia. Your top international headlines next. First, don't forget to subscribe, like and share your take on the top international events shaping the week. During the night, Russia launched over 800 drones, its largest strike of the war. A child was among the victims and the Ukrainian cabinet of ministers was hit. During the night from the 6th to the 7th of September, Russian forces attacked peaceful Ukrainian cities. According to President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky, Russia launched 800 drones and 13 missiles in just a few hours. In the capital, resident buildings were destroyed. A mother and a child had been confirmed dead in Kyiv. In the Ukrainian capital, the number of injured has risen to 20, including a woman in her 33rd week of pregnancy. She gave birth to a baby boy after an emergency procedure and now is in a critical condition. Doctors are fighting to save the newborn's life, officials say.
In total, dozens of people were injured in the capital alone, and the Cabinet of Ministers building was damaged when a fire broke out on the upper floors. More than 20 houses and a kindergarten were damaged in Zaporizhzhia. There is destruction of commercial warehouses in Kryvyi, and people have died in Safonivka in the Sumy and Chernihiv regions. There was a strike on a high-rise building in Odessa. Many regions have been affected over the past day. Our services are working wherever they are needed.
In the central Kyiv, falling drones debris sparked a fire at the Cabinet of Ministers building. Prime Minister of Ukraine Yulia Sviridenko said it is the first time since the start of the full-scale war that the government's headquarters had been damaged. Ukraine's allies have begun to respond to the mass strike. The EU's ambassador to Ukraine, Katerina Maternova, urged an end to what she called Russia's increasingly brazen terror. Latvia's President Edgars Rinkēvičs said the attack showed Russia's escalation of the war.
Russia continues to escalate by aggressively attacking civilian infrastructure of Ukraine, and now also the government building in Kyiv was hit. The message is clear. Kremlin wants war, not peace. Our response must be more weapons to Ukraine, more pressure on Russia.
Following Russia's strikes on Ukrainian cities, Poland scrambled its air force while ground-based air defense and radar systems were put on the highest alert in response to the mass attack. Adding to this wave of attacks, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky says that since the start of September, Russia has launched more than 2,000 drones, bombs and missiles. He warned that Moscow is trying to prolong the war. Every day the number of weapons launched increases. Russia continues to terrorize civilians and strike critical infrastructure. President Volodymyr Zelensky is urging allies to focus on stepping up sanctions, supplying Ukraine with weapons and ensuring such invasion can never happen again. As Russia keeps targeting Ukrainian cities, Ukraine's military is hitting back, taking away the enemy's ability to continue the war. The Ukrainian General Staff reports that the 8th and dispatch station in Russia's Bryansk region has been hit. This station is a part of the Steel Horse main oil pipeline, which can pump 10.5 million tons and is strategically important for supplying fuel to Russian occupation forces. Multiple hits were recorded, sparking fires at the pumping station and storage tanks. In addition, Ukraine's Special Operation Forces have struck the Ilsky oil refinery in Russia's Krasnodar region. This facility, which processes 6.42 million tons of oil a year, helps supply Russia's armed forces. Explosions and fires were reported and the full impact is still being assessed. Ukrainian forces also successfully hit Russian troop positions and supply bases in the Kursk region. The General Staff says it will keep taking actions to stop Russia's war against Ukraine. Nearly 60% of Ukrainian weapons come from domestic production. President Volodymyr Zelensky emphasized this in his evening address.
During this war, Ukraine has already reached the following milestone. Almost 60% of the weapons we have, which our soldiers have, are Ukrainian weapons. And these are powerful weapons, many of which are cutting edge.
Zelensky said Ukraine aims to produce air defense systems at home and with partners. For the first time, Ukraine is building a joint factory with Denmark to make missile and drone components, weapons that are already performing very well. The facility will be based in Denmark. Reuters took down a video showing Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin talking about people living up to 150 years, following a request from China's state broadcaster. The video, featuring remarks from Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin, was originally licensed by China's state broadcaster CCTV. Reuters edited the leader's comments into a 4-minute video and distributed it over 1,000 media clients worldwide, including major international news agencies and TV channels. Other agencies licensed by CCTV also circulated the edited footage. On Friday, September 5th, Reuters removed a video showing Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin after receiving a request from a CCTV lawyer. The agency said it had exceeded the terms of its license and was criticized for its handling of the footage. The video came from a live broadcast during Xi's meeting with Putin and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un in Beijing. A microphone accidentally picked up their conversation about biotechnologies and even the possibility of living up to 150 years. The clip lasted less than a minute, appeared in fragments, and was first spotted by social media users watching the ceremony at Tiananmen Gate, marking 80 years since Japan's defeat in World War II. Later, a popular Chinese social media platform blocked searches for 150 years. US President Donald Trump is reportedly considering strikes against drug cartels in Venezuela, CNN sources report. The recent strike on a suspected drug boat in international waters, which killed 11 people, was just a part of a broader effort to disrupt trafficking and potentially weaken Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Trump is exploring a range of options, including military actions against cartels, aiming to put pressure on Maduro's inner circle, officials who have long benefited from illicit drug flows. US strikes could push them to consider removing Maduro from power. For now, the administration is deliberately sending mixed signals. There is no indication Trump has decided to carry out strikes yet, though two White House officials have not ruled out the possibility. According to sources, Trump told National Security and Defense aides that if there is an opportunity to take out terrorists, he would give the green light immediately. This comes after US forces struck a suspected Venezuelan drug boat in international waters on Tuesday, killing 11 people aboard. That's it for now. For the latest news, follow our new X account, War and Politics 24. The link is in the video description.